Hello. Welcome to another video. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, advanced. I will give you, teach you. I will try to explain everything I know, everything I've learned in my iTalki journey. So it's gonna be a very long video. You can watch it in many times, no problem. It's gonna be very long video, as I said. You should take note, but most importantly, you should take action. You an adult, you can do what you want, but don't scroll, don't go to the comment section. I'm a small YouTuber. There is no comment anyway. So if you just cannot like pay attention, it's not a good start. So please just pay attention, focus. And if I tell you to do something that you think that can be very important for you, for your business, and you think it's a good idea, just pause the video, go do it, and you can come back anytime. But so it's up to you. You can just watch all the video, take notes, and then take action later. But from my experience, I will take action straight away. Because if you don't do it now, you probably don't gonna do it. So do it straight away. Don't wait. So it's gonna be a full iTalki guide. In this video, simply I'm going to teach you, to tell you everything I've learned so far teaching on iTalki. Of course, according to my experience, I've been teaching on other platforms, so my strategy will be different. First thing first, unfortunately, it's probably hard to sign up right now, I think, to iTalki. What I will do, I will check twice a week, because as soon as they open for your language, you should jump on the opportunity. Mind you that the process takes time. It may take maybe a month before you start teaching, when you start to sign up to italki. So please check every twice a week. Sorry. And I think it's a very good start. um, you gotta be ready. It's very important. By the way, if you lost like hope, tell you, oh, they don't gonna open. I've seen, I'm on, like, there is like many Facebook page about like italki, teaching on italki. There is many Facebook page, and like people are a bit complaining about that. And there is like probably like a lot of inactive teachers. And I think soon they're gonna change the policy, like monthly they change a little things, and there's like many inactive teacher. So they probably like do some cleaning, and they're gonna open new opportunity for those who really want to work. So if you jump into that italki train, this video is gonna be a blessing for you. You going to learn everything that you need to know, everything to succeed, uh everything you need to be like a 1% online teacher. So there is a funny fact about what's going on. So every year when you teach for a year, at the end of the year, they send you a summary, a sum up of the year, and they give you a percentage. But from what I heard, still on the Facebook page, they say it depends your location. For example, I live in Thailand, so there is probably only 2 or 3 like French teacher in Thailand. So I'm a part of the 1%, according to them. But what I mean to be a 1% teacher is a successful teacher, someone who have a lot of students that enjoy his career, like take advantage of this beautiful job. You have like a location freedom, enough money to live. You have a flow of student. Everything you do has sense, and you really give value. And that's what I'm going to teach you today in this video. So you can be, as I say, you can be a beginner, you can be an intermediate or advanced online teacher. You will definitely benefits few things, yeah, at the end of the video. So watch it all along, take action, take notes, and that's it. You're gonna succeed if you just follow an example of people who did it. So now I did teach like 1,200 lesson on italki, so 1,200 lesson taught. So for some of you, maybe you think it's not a lot. The thing is, like, my rate is quite high. So for me, my plan is to teach not that much. uh, but like weekly. My plan is simple: is that I want like 20 weekly students that come back all the time to me with a high rate. It's give me a comfortable income, like monthly income, and a lot of time for myself to work on my other project, which is very, very important. Also, in that video, I'm probably gonna mention like some other video that I made on the channel. So please, if I say you should go check that video, if it's something that you may learn something from, just write it down in your note and just go check it out later. It's very important. I mean, my channel, I think it's a gold mine. I give like so much value, and it will be very helpful. So if I made a video about a topic, I'm not gonna go deep in that video. I will tell you, go see that video. Um, that's it. I also have an ebook done if you want to take your journey like as an entrepreneur and make a lot of money and build a business. This is another topic, as that's the topic in my ebook down below. So I invite you to check it out if something that you're interested in. But now we don't waste time anymore. We just go. So first, okay, you want to sign up to iTalki? You're a complete beginner. You never thought, or maybe you did. So mind you, remember that the process takes time, maybe a month. So you may need a month before you start really teaching. So you sign up, and when you sign up, they're gonna ask you information. They're gonna ask you to you need a profile picture, you need a description, you need a headline, a hook, you need to make a video, and optional, but and I really recommend you to do it. You need a thumbnail. So first thing first. So you need a profile picture. For me, I think there is like many, not many, but there is few things that you should do definitely. So that's simple. To have a good selfie of you, just take your phone. Simply, you go somewhere with a good light. You have a nice selfie and give a big. Maybe go get a haircut before you have to feel fresh. Maybe shave, get makeup if you're a lady, like a nice selfie of you. I'm pretty sure you know how to do it, like a good light, nice selfie, give a big, big smile. Very, very good. That's it. You're done. So after, if you want to go further in a branding, in a like if you want to make money in the future, you probably need your color to build your color. You have to like eye-catching colors. So for me, what I do, I put a gradient behind me, like my background, and you can put we call it a glow around you. So you have your face with big smile, nice color, really good quality with a nice background, and your glow is like a match the background that make you pop up and looks like eye catching. So people see you go, oh, so how do you do that? There is many ways. By the way, I will put a link below. I'm I do services on Fiverr as a freelancer. So if you need anything, you send me a message and I can send you a quote how much it will cost for you if you want to do it with me. I can do it for you. It takes not a long time. You know, like a wonderful support. I can change limited revision. Anyway, I can do it for you, as many other things, but that's not the topic. You can do it yourself. You find the information on internet. It's not that hard. Okay, you can do it. So remember, nice selfie, find your branding, nice color, put some glow around you, nice smile. That's the first thing that people gonna see is your face. They're gonna see like the profile picture. So if you don't look friendly, if you don't look that you're here that you really want to teach, I think that's very important. The smile is very important. Like find a way, or at least anything that make you like eye catching. Um, I'm gonna tell you a small principle. What I really do believe. For example, if you're a student and you're looking for a teacher, what are the criteria? What's gonna like catch your attention if you see a picture? So ask you those questions, and like you have to do you have to be yourself. So if you think that, oh, you find like two profiles and you think that those specific pictures, those specific videos like catch your attention, now you get something. So you probably have to do a mix of those. Some people have a really good sense of imagination. So just follow that. Maybe you will find oh, I like that. This is clever. So maybe you can do something similar. But once again, you have to do you. You have to do it your way. That's very important. So first thing, even if you did it in the past or you never did it, if you're a beginner or not, your profile picture is very, 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 very important. So go pause now, go do it. I give you everything I believe is the best way. Nice background, some glow around you, a big smile. On iTalki, you can do that. On some other website, they don't. You cannot put a background behind you. With iTalki, you can. So please use it. Do it. Very important. Okay. So now about the headline, about the hook. So this is the small sentence that's supposed to hook the student. So this is very important. Obviously, some I saw it's an option that italki started not a long time ago, and I saw so many teachers they don't use it. I don't understand. Use it. So what I recommend you is to put a small emoji, maybe if you can, according to the language, and find something very catchy. Mine at the moment is like a reach your target fluency goal. I had many before. I tried like it was like a French mastery, French communication mastery, like a learn French in 80 hours. There is like many catchy things. As I say, once again, you can do the same thing. You go through many profiles, and if hear me out now, just don't copy paste, because if you say like for example like me, you say French communication but you teach French grammar, it doesn't make sense. So yeah, to do according to you, you know. It can something that really show who you are, that show you personality. It depends, maybe if you have no experience, you don't know how to teach yet, but we're gonna see that later. I will give you some tips, but please find something according to you. Always do you. Maybe like a, you can say like a cool conversation with me, 2 year of experience, preparation exam for that. It's up to you. Mind you, remember, like italki is a language learning platform. So there is no other topic. There is no math, geography. It's like languages. So depends on your language, you can find something. For me, as I say, you know, because I reach your target fluency goal. So I put like one emoji fire, I put, and at the end I put a target. So this is like, oh, I catchy, and that's what I teach. I mean, I say that, but I do that as well. I give value. I teach like French fluency. I want my student to sound like a native and to understand the spoken French, which is what I do. This is my job. But at first, when I started, I didn't know what to do. My first few lessons, I wish I have a video like this one to help me. I was so lost. I was so scared. I was so nervous, and yeah, I went through the process, and I know better. So now you got your picture, you got your hook. That's very important. But think through. There is one thing that's also very important. That's something that I do personally, but I recommend you to do it. Maybe you, oh, sorry, I'm on my office. You take some notes, anything. You just take notes. You write maybe like three hook that you like. And what I do, very important, you sleep on it. For example, like today, you write like three that you like, you sleep on it, and tomorrow you read them again. You may change your mind tomorrow. You may have a different state of mind, and you say, okay, probably that one is the right one, or maybe that one you think it was the best, but it's probably not the best one. And for everything you do, I really highly recommend you to do that. That's what I do personally. So even if your profile picture, sleep on it. Like I don't know if you see, but my italki profile, my background is pink. And if I'm honest with you, I don't like pink. I don't like that color. But for some reason, I just realized that when I see the background pink color, it's like a very high catchy. And for a fact, I asked some of my students, say, "Oh, what do you think?" They say, "Oh, yeah, it's like a catch attention of people." It's not pink. It's like a gradient, like a purple pink gradient. So it's a very special. But as I say, don't do me. You have to do you. For me, that's what I believe according to my personality. Even if I don't like pink, but for the sake of finding new student, branding, and making money online, I chose that color, and it's also the color of my thumbnail, which is very special. That like I didn't see anyone using this gradient, so yeah, it was like something that unique for me. But once again, what I did, I chose many color. At first it was blue, like the French flag and the blue of the French flag. I did that. After I put like the French flag behind me. I tried so many things, but it was like I like the YouTube channel, but like my other YouTube channel about French, that's what I do. I have my French flag behind me, but I say no. For online teaching, I have to find something specific. I have to do me. It has to be like something special, specific. And when I found that gradient pink, that was just perfect. And as I say, always sleep on it. Try many different colors and sleep on it. And you will see, you will find the right one. You will, the one that talk to you that, okay, this is the one. Very important. Sorry, I'm talking a lot. It's going to be a very long video. All right, so now you've got your hook, you've got the picture. So like description. This one I have my own opinion about that. The problem is like the platform give you a guideline. They want you to be specific, like to say, oh, me as a teacher, what you get from my lesson. There is like three things that they ask you. You have to describe basically. Don't do that. The why don't do that? The problem is like everybody is doing that. So if you want to stand out, you want to pop up, you have to do something different. You can shed like 95% of all the profile description. You say, oh, my name is Nana, I like to do that in my free time, love languages. Yeah, well, no one's care about that. So what you gonna do for the student? So for me, I will say, okay, now I've been for the last 8 years, I've been helping people, more than 100 people to build a strong routine habit, learning habit, and speak fluent French. Bam, go straight away to a big statement. The first sentence must be something that, wow, you have your headline first, like a small, like few words, the headline. As I say, now the first description, big statement was something that, okay, if they come with me, they're gonna get that. You give value. After, you can just give you a small description of you. Like, oh, hello, like my name is William. I live in Thailand for over 14 years. I love rugby, Buddhism, and read book. That's what I wrote, something like that, very, very short. And after, now you can, okay, now you can use bullet points to say, okay, for my class, you're gonna get that, I do that. But as I say, look at yourself. Put yourself in the shoes of a student. You're a student, you're looking for a teacher. Are you going to read all the profile? Once again, mind you, it really depends of your audience, because if you don't have experience, you don't know. For me, like for some reason, I have like a lot of elderly people, like 60 plus years old people. So they're probably still old school. They're not into video. They like to read. So the description is important. So if it's your audience, if you teach kids, what's gonna happen? You're gonna deal with parents, and parents, what they do, they read description. Okay, so depends on your audience, on your niche, which is very important, but that's something that we're gonna talk a bit later. Now this is a bit technical, because for those of you that are not beginner, I don't want them to be bored, so I go to more practical things straight away, and I will give more advice later. Okay, so depends on your audience, but the description is still important, but not the most important according to those day criteria. The video stay the most important. Also, what I will do, so like this is my way. You have the headline, a huge good statement, then you have a small description of you, and then blah 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 blah, blah. You can say what you want. And for the rest of your description, what I did, I chose like 3 profile that I find like attractive, eye-catching, and just mix and match the thing they were saying, but according to me and my language that I'm teaching. Simple as that. So do the same thing, sleep on it, write everything down, sleep on it, and then if you're in the process to start, you have 1 month, so you can put the first one, and as soon as you're online, your profile is online, you can change everything, so no problem, you have time in front of you. Okay, so no pressure, but always sleep on it to make sure. So now you're good with the description. So I will start about the thumbnail. I should talk about the video, but the video is a really big one. So let's talk about the thumbnail. So go by yourself, go on iTalki right now, check profile. See No one uses thumbnail. So what is a thumbnail? So you upload your video, and a thumbnail is just a picture of, it's a picture, or you can write anything you want. You can do like a personalized thumbnail, like you see on YouTube. You see like the first thing that you see, the picture, this is the thumbnail, and you can do that on iTalki. And I think it's so effective to have a professional thumbnail. Once again, go down below. I can do it for you if you want. You contact me, I send you the quote according to your needs, and I'll make it. You can unlimited revision. I can do as much as you want until you're satisfied. So no pressure here. But this is really important. I saw same, like 90% of the teacher, they don't do that. So when someone scroll and they go on the video, the first thing they're gonna see before they press play is that thing. Most of the time, what you see, you was someone with the bad lighting, someone like this with the headset with the, it's no, no, no. You need a nice picture of you with bullet points, something that it depends for me. I try so many different thumbnail, and the last I did, I say I have like a pink gradient with purple behind me. I wrote a statement. I created my own method based on 4 pillars. I wrote the pillars, big picture of me smiling, and I say like a 5-star teacher, like something like something that, okay, that's first you see that you want to see the video. So thumbnail, very important. Once again, try so many things. You can use Canva. With Canva, you can do it for free by yourself. You can see so many examples. For me, I've got Canva Pro, so I can do something like beautiful. Canva, I'm using it every day for my presentation, for everything. But I'm gonna talk more about that later in the video. So don't worry. It's very, very important. You don't want to do it, I can do it for you. But you can do it by yourself. And you have like 1,000 tutorials on YouTube to find any information needed on that matter. Okay. So now the big one, the video. Now this is a big problem for a lot of you, I'm pretty sure. But this is the most important things. Now you have to spend some time, even if it's 2-3 days. So I'm gonna give you a technique to make it quite simple. But that's very, very important. So let me drink a little bit. So the first step is to write your script. You cannot just go, if you are like I don't know, if you're a comedian, an actor, and you know what you're doing, if you're like 100% confident and you can, hey, welcome to my for a minute. Wow, brilliant, beautiful. I tried that. I can speak for hours behind the camera about a topic that I know, but when it's a professional video, I'm making the video now for you guys, for you, not for you, that's just for you. And this is not perfect. It's just me being me. But when it's a video presentation intro for a service, that it has to be perfect. Not like wow, mind blowing like a Hollywood trailer, but you get the idea. You have to show yourself, your authentic self, because that's what gonna make you convert student that gonna come to you if you show your authentic self. So there is like many things that you have to respect, good lighting, good video, good sound. Those are very important. So I will give you like my blueprint, or for me, I make my video. So I have an HD camera. I have a microphone. I think this is very important. You don't need that. You can have just your phone, but you need a tripod. Maybe you have to put it like this to have like the best camera that you can find. You can borrow one of your friend. And for the sound, you probably have to put a little bit of money or really find a place. The acoustic has to be good. The sound is very important. So, okay, welcome. Do you think that the student wanna learn with you? Honestly, so it's just common sense. But please, please, the audio is very, very important. You can find a way, even if the lightning is not so good and the video is not so good, but the audio is very, very, very important. So here, what I do. So I write a script. So it's a long term project, kind of, because when you even if you please, if you want to be on iTalki, and now you're looking every 2 weeks. You look for if it's open or not. Be ready, because when you sign up, you cannot sign up if you don't have the video ready, the script ready. So even if you didn't sign up yet, your video has to be ready. So now it's a good opportunity for you to take your time and do it. So write your script, sleep on your script, read it many times. There is one thing that is really funny for some reason. I don't know why. When you write a script, it sounds good in your mind. You say, oh, okay, okay, okay. But when you read it out loud, it's not you. It's not the thing that you're gonna say. So that's why I recommend you not to copy paste someone, because we will feel that you're just reading when when you make the video. So it has to be. That's the only thing that I recommend, not to copy paste someone. Just write. Of course, there is like something you can ask question at first. You say, "Oh, are you struggling with that?" No, 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 no. Okay, I can help you. There is a kind of um, how can I say that? There is something that you have to respect maybe at first, like not like the description with the big, big statement. You have the small description. For video is the same. I will say you should start with like are you struggling with learning that? Do you have a problem to build a more language routine? Yeah, start with question and then say, okay, you're at the right place, I can help you with that. My name is I'm a teacher on iTalki and I can do that for you. Please, and then you finish with the call to action. You say, order like a book a trial lesson now. Have a beautiful day. Bye bye. So that's simple. It's a 1 minute video, but 1 minute it's a long time when you do a video. So please write your script. You have to do you. You have to be yourself, and you will stand out if you don't copy. Because video, most of the people they're gonna check your profile. They're gonna watch your video, and that's gonna determine if they're gonna go with you or not. So please, the video, spend some time. The script, sleep on it, read it out loud, train it, make it yours, like hone it, hone your. So what I do, that's very simple. So for me, I have like my camera in front of me. I try to find a better lighting when I do my video. Come here, come here. I just got that things, not so expensive. You just can plug it and you have a nice lightning is very important. As you can see now, I'm just making a simple video. I just have my normal light. The light is not so good, but what's important is what I'm saying, not what do you seeing. I hope you're still paying attention. So you need a good lighting if you can. You can be outside, a nice background. Try to find the best you can. You can have like the camera a bit higher like this. You really in the middle. So what I do, I have the script on my phone. So what I do, I read the first sentence in my head. So it's recording. It's recording. It just okay. So do you have any difficulty with French language? Okay. So now I'm ringing. I say okay. I look at the camera. I pause. Do you have any difficulty with French language? Okay. I go back. The second sentence, same process. Every sentence you do that, you are at the right place. Every sentence you do like this. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna edit your video. Simple as that. So if you do a right cutting, it will have a wonderful effect. It will be great. But don't forget you pause before you say your sentence. So also, sorry, I forgot that, but it's very important. The videos are big smile. Your first sentence has to be a big smile. Okay. Do you have a problem with French language? I don't know. You read your second. Do you find it very difficult? Still given. You get the idea, right? You do that professionally. It's gonna take time. It's gonna like bother you. It's probably gonna be the worst feeling ever. But this is so important. So do it anyway. Just turn your brain off. You know what you have to do. You do it, and when it's done, it's done. After you set up, mind you that in the future, and I will recommend you this video is to do it again. But when you start, you have to give a good impression of you. which is very important. So be friendly, be authentic, be yourself, write a nice script, do that. And you just cut the video between everything you say. Just cut to make it like smooth, beautiful. Once again, if you have problem with that, I can do it for you. Just go to the link below and you can use my services. I'll be happy to help. Send me a message. I will send you a quote. So more things. For me, what I do, I put like a so what I put a little bit French because that's what they ask in the requirement, but I also put a little bit of English when I present myself. Oh, my name is William, and I'm a French teacher on iTalki. So I said that in English to prove that I can speak English as well. For some of my students that make them like more comfortable because they say, okay, if they don't understand, they can ask me question, and this is also my strength because my English is okay for a French guy. What I mean, so it's something I can explain. I can express things very precisely, which is very important. I can be very accurate, very important stuff. And so, for example, when I say something in French, the subtitle gonna be in English. When I say something in English, it's gonna be in French for those. Okay. After, it depends on your audience. My first video, I have like English and Chinese subtitle because for some reason I have a lot of Chinese students, and I realized that the Chinese student that I have, they all speak English already. So for the last video I made, that I just straight to the point because now I have experience. I'm established teacher, so my first video was like wow, mind blowing, and so many things that attract and show my authenticity, my friendliness, my personality, who I am. And then now my last video is just small, nice video, professional with English subtitle. But if it depends on your audience, but if you think that your language can attract Chinese people, Russian people, I don't know, just put the subtitle. Maybe down you put English. If you're speaking Arabic, for example, down you put English, on the top put Chinese. Or just an example. You have to do that. It's very important. Same, you cut your video, you add the subtitle. What I used to do in the past, I put some animation on my videos, just like between some part, I just some funny things. That's also something that I can do for you. So when you send me a message, you say, okay, you want your video to be edited, you want a subtitle, and you want an animation. So of course, it's gonna be a bit more expensive, but I can do it for you if it's what you want. So you can save time and you can save headache, a lot of headache. I'll be happy to do it for you because I did it so many times, so I know how to do it. Is not an issue at all. But please, the video is very important. So now you've got everything, your profile, a nice profile picture, a nice thumbnail, a perfect video, you have a nice description, your headline is on point, you're ready to go. Woohoo, big step. So I don't know where you are in your journey, if you're a complete beginner or you're in advance, but if there is anything valuable that you get from that video, first, like the video, but please take action now. Take action now. This is a big part already. So now you're on iTalki, you're ready to go. And now it's time to talk about teaching itself. And there is a lot of things to say about that. Let me get my beverage first. So, first thing first. If you're a complete beginner, you just been accepted by the platform, and you just start your journey, you're gonna be on the top for 3 weeks. You've got 3 weeks, or you have to be ready. If you want to make iTalki your full-time income, you have to be like on the platform as much as you can. For you wake up every day. Your time is you wake up at 8. At 8:30 you have to be ready to teach until late at night, until you like maybe an hour that you usually go to bed, and you have to give it all. It's like, well, I like to say that it's like a boot camp, military boot camp. You've got 3 weeks and you will have like so many students. It is very, very important for you to to try your best to first more you get the few lesson, you're gonna have reviews, you're gonna have like a many lesson taught on the platform. You're gonna start to be an established teacher. You're gonna like know the process. You know, like, you're gonna it's gonna be your life. You know, for 3 weeks. I really recommend you, even for 3 months, to dedicate your life to it. For me, that's what I did the first 3 months. I just say, okay, I give it all and see how I like it. First, you're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna improve. There is so many things that gonna happen, and for 3 months, I made a video on. Actually, I made a video on my website, but I just shut down my website. I'm gonna just maybe upload this video on the channel soon. I call it like a 3 months successful boot camp, and I recommend like for 3 months you give as many as lesson that you can, and you take 1 hour per day to build to create content for you teaching, and you will see at the end of the 3 months now you will know everything you need to know about yourself and teaching first, if it's for you, and for like everything you need to know. The thing is, at first, is a very exciting job. You really willing to learn, you really enjoy. So if you put the time and the effort for the first 3 months, you will have amazing results. So make it your life, make it your own, and after we will talk about the thing that you can change, the things change. So now you get it. For the first 3 weeks, if you are just starting a platform, are very important, because if you can convert, imagine like you have like a, I don't know, I give just a random number, like 40, let's say 40 trial lesson. You got 40 trial lesson. So like 40 people, they're gonna study with you. And you can convert like half, 50%, half of them, like 20. So you're gonna teach like 20. They're gonna come on a weekly basis. Some for 2 hours, some for 1 hour. So let's say you teach between 20 to 30 hours per week. Let me tell you one thing. If you get to that point, beautiful. You got a monthly income easily. You don't have to work that hard. Maybe I don't know about your schedule. I will tell you for me what I personally do, what I personally believe the best schedule. But it's just for myself. I saw some people, they can work like 40, 50 hours per week. I don't know how you can do that. But personally, I work on many other projects. I like to build my content, to create my curriculum, spend more time for the student. I really teach and give value. That's why my rate is high. But I was like $10 an hour. And now today I'm $32. So that's the difference. Because now people, student learners that come with me, they know what they come, and I will give you like more tips, more things. As I say, it's a full guide. There is so many things to say about that, about iTalki. So okay, now we're gonna move on. I just want you to really realize that the beginning is so important, and if you can master and I made a video on my channel. It's like practicing without risk. I think that's the name. And if you at the time that you're waiting for your account to be accepted, and you have a month in front of you, please watch that video, like practicing without risk. And I explain to you why you should like why, if you do like few, you just teach for free basically, and you know how to make a trial lesson, because if your trial lesson are great, you convert student and they stay with you. So the trial lesson is a very important things to master. So that's what we're gonna talk about now. Trial lesson. Drink. So along the way, for me, the way I do my trial lesson very change. Of course, at first I just talk and say I didn't know anything. The goal of the trial lesson is to make sure that you understand the needs of the student. You have to make sure that you show your personality, that the students see that you know what you're doing. When you're the teacher, you're the guide, you're the master, you're the one who guide the student. It's not the opposite. You have to, it's have to be your way. You have to manage. Uh, Even if you, for me, as I say, like I have a big audience of elderly people, but I'm still the one who conduct the lesson. I'm the one who manage to make them, okay, we're gonna do that, now we do that. Why we do that, I explain everything. And I'm very happy. That's why I can say today that I'm a successful teacher. Because I learned on the way, and I made mistake and I learned from them. So a trial lesson. So what I do now, first you have to have like maybe like 4 lessons ready. Why 4 lessons? Because you may have like a different levels people. So you may have a complete beginner. So you have to have a nice trial lesson for complete beginner, because you need like a beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Like 4 great lessons to start with. So the thing I do always, because the actually all the platforms, any platform, even iTalki, they try to make you to make your life easier. But for me, I'm a big believer that you have to do everything by yourself. So what happened? So let me tell you, like before we go deep into the trial lesson, very important things that you have to keep in mind. So a student book a trial lesson with you. What do you do? What makes sense to you? So what I do personally, I send a message. I have a big message. First, the message I say, okay, could you like thank you for booking a lesson with me? You're taking your French journey seriously. I really appreciate it. You can say what you want. And I said, please, can you take like 2 minutes of your time to fill this form? I just make a Google form myself, and I need to get many information before I start the lesson to know where we stand. Okay. So I made a personal Google form. You can do it by yourself. In that form, first I give a present myself. Say, oh, I'm happy to have you here. I'm William. I did that. Here's is the small ebook that I wrote to help you. So I've wrote an ebook. So I said, please, could you download this ebook, read it. It will give you all the tools that needed for our session. And I ask questions. I have many questions in the form. So for example, what are your goals? What are your level right now? What do you think is difficult in French? Can we use Zoom? There is like the important question that I need for myself to see where we're going. So first you do that part. It's always mind blowing. This, oh my God. So you have a nice form. They've write everything. So now you know them better beforehand. They see my ebook. They say, oh my God, the ebook is so nice. I give so much value on that ebook. It's like my ebook is like how to learn French efficiently. So if you go to my other like channel, like a French channel, it's like learn French with Waddle. So you can find it, and you will find everything. Everything is on my channel. Okay. And that's it. When they always like, oh my God, they even start, they're always like amazed already. And now for me, I have the information before, and so I know like their level, I know what they want to do. And sometimes it doesn't match what I teach. Sometimes they want the grammar, they want something like more academic, what I don't do. But I give the trial lesson anyway. But mind you, there is one it's a topic, that a video that I'm going to make tomorrow, especially for my French learn French with Waddle channel. It's like I from according to my experience, and I saw that so many times, many of my student, when it's their first language they're learning, so they don't know how to learn a language. So the first things I have to teach is how to learn. That's why it's an important question that I ask in my form. It's like, do you speak another language? And I will know if this is not, this is the first language that I'm learning. So first I have to teach them how to learn. And that's why, especially like as I say, my audience, I have elderly people, they don't use the technology. They're still old school. They just use a paper. I say, no, you have many apps, you have many things that you can use that's gonna make your life way easier. And when they always, oh my God, that's mind blowing. And that's why that in my ebook, like how to learn French efficiently, I teach how to use Anki, how to use flashcards, and it's an amazing tool. You have to use it. Yeah. The difference between my students that use Anki and don't use Anki, it's a big gap, big gap. So see what I do first: send a message. They fill the form. They got access to my ebook. They're already like, oh, wow, this teacher is really taking his job seriously. my form at the beginning, I just made a video introduction, like not the introduction that on my website say, oh, I'm very happy to have you here. Let me show you. And I made I made a video where I explain things on my form. Then I took off the video, I just write a simple text and I give access to my ebook. And simple as that. And by the way, I also give access to my YouTube channel. I say, oh, I have a YouTube channel. If you're interested, you can have more information. And they're always like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. So it's a win-win situation. More views, more subscribers for me, and also show them that I'm very serious. This is my job. That's what I do for a living. And wow. So beforehand, do that, please. Very, very important. And at the try lesson, let's go back. As I say, I didn't prepare anything because I know that stuff. That's what I do. That's my job. So I don't need to write. I'm gonna just talk like for maybe 1 or 2 hours. So take note, take action as always. So the try lesson, what I do, the camera start. The camera start. My mind is conditioned to that. My camera. I'm waiting like this. I'll start with a smile. Be happy. And some of your students are gonna be so nervous, maybe more than you think. They really want that, but they don't know what to expect. And for me, I just being me. I cannot teach you how to be me. You have to be you, but make them comfortable straight away. So say hi, how are you? Okay, you want to speak French? You want to speak English? Okay, you're comfortable with I okay. They say, oh, no, my French. Oh, no. I say, okay, don't worry. Just this is a trial lesson. I'm gonna show you how I work. We're gonna get to know each other. Everything's gonna be all right. Don't worry. I don't gonna punish you. And I always do think like this. Like, I don't gonna put you in a corner. I don't gonna make you write lines. So don't worry, we're all good. And I say, how are you? How's everything? How's life? You start like a small chit chat, 5-10 minutes. And one thing that I always try to do, like to find something in common. Say, oh, I live there. Oh, yeah, I would like to go there. I know, I heard about it. Oh, you know that. Say something that, oh, you travel to that. Oh, yeah, I like to travel. Just like you make friends, you talk to your friends, just make them, and what they feel comfortable. It's they can finally they can relax. Everything's all right. And you know when that happen, you can see the they're oh my god, I'm gonna learn French. It's gonna so hard. What are they gonna do with it? People are nervous. Even you, like the first few try lesson, you're gonna be so nervous. I was so nervous. Oh my god, I'm gonna make it. I don't know, but when you do it like 100 times 200 times after, it's just the same things. And you're not scared anymore. You don't have a like a butterfly in your belly. Everything's all right. And as I say, yeah, you're the master, you're the teacher, so you should not be, but learn from your mistake if you make mistake. So first 5 minutes you chit chat, and then I say, okay, so thank you for filling the form, so I know, but I just want to hear from you. Can you tell me what are your goals? And now that's why you have to be good. But only experience gonna help you with that. Uh, I saw that so many times students, they think they know what they want, but they don't really know. Sometimes for me, from my experience, I know you say, oh yeah, just I think it would be cool to learn French. You don't gonna keep that student. There is no big why. There is no like a real goal behind it. And they don't really know what they want. And as I said before, when that's the first language that they're learning, they don't know how to learn a language. So they think it's gonna work for me. But I always tell them, yeah, don't be so sure because you don't know what's worked for you yet. You don't know how to learn a language. Uh, it's like everything, it's like you always have expectation. You always think that but by doing it, you realize the reality. So like you saw those video like expectation versus reality is that's what happened with language learning. Uh, so so I told them, okay, so now first thing first, now we're gonna I always tell my story. I say, for example, I learn English by myself, so self-learning, and I learned Thai language at university, so academic learning. And I was lucky enough that I learned by myself, so I knew what's worked for me. It helped me a lot for learn my Thai language without like putting so much effort because I know what's worked. For example, if I have a grammar book, you have those grammar books, you have like a one page is a lesson, the other page exercises. For me, do those exercises. It was just pain in the neck. I don't want to do it. I don't like it. So why would I do it if I don't like it? But what I was doing, I was like going at the end and just learn the answers. For me, I love to read. Read is what worked for me. And when you realize that, when you know what's worked for you, it's all right. As that as a teacher, that's your job. You have to find what's worked for them. They think oh yeah, I like that. Maybe they have like a picture memory. Maybe they have like a listening memory when they get better when they listen or when they read. So that's your job. But this is something that you cannot get in the trial lesson. It takes time. But you have to tell them that. So just take note at the end about this. That's what I do. I take note of all my students. There is something that I do very important. So when we talk about life, you say, "Oh, like my dog." No, no. You say about my dog. You just write the name of the dog to remind you. And sometimes when the class starts later, you say, "Oh, how's your?" You ask for, "Oh, how is?" And you say the name. They, oh, you remember that? You know, make them your friend. Make them to have a good time. So let's go back to the trial lesson, which is the topic right now. So the first 5 minutes, now you ask what are your goals, why you want to learn French. Like I ask a few questions about what they want. Now you make sure you say, okay, so now your goal is that. You just paraphrase, you just rephrase what they say. So you want that like this. I'll say, okay. So now very important to say, can you please introduce yourself in a language? Say, yeah, just as you know. And now this is very important. That's now you will determine the level. Because I have some students, they say, oh, I'm a complete beginner, and they're intermediate. Some say, oh yeah, because I already speak Spanish. It's really similar to French, so I'm an advanced, and they're actually just beginner. So you will deal with a lot of kind of people. But when you see in front of you, say, can you introduce yourself, please? And now you will know. You say, okay, so now and you can ask a few questions. Yeah. They introduce, you say you listen patiently. Now you know, you make the movie in your mind. You say, okay, are we going to do the complete beginner, the intermediate, or the advanced trial lesson? Okay. So now you say, hello, my name William. Okay, complete beginner. So, oh, hello, my name is William. I'm from France. I'm 37 years old. It's a bit better, but still complete beginner. We need to cover the basic. So, oh, hello, my name is William. I'm from France. I've been studying. Oh, yeah, I have been studying. I say, maybe like it's like a more like a beginner, not complete beginner. I say, oh, hello, my name is William. And for 5 minutes, I can go on. Now you get the idea that I'm an advanced. Okay. Take note, very, very important. So that's it. Now you know the level, and now basically you say, okay, so now I know where you are. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna show you how I teach. So you make your lesson, You say it's a trial lesson. It's just to show you and to for you to understand how I work. So you do the lesson and until like stay like 5 minutes before the end. Now, after you give some feedback, you explain, you ask question. Okay, like how many hours do you want to learn per week? Like do what you have to do to close the sale, basically. And you say, okay, so now from now on, I know your needs, I know your level, so I'm gonna make a curriculum just for you. And if they say, okay, for example, I want to talk to my family-in-law, I want to travel to France, so it's gonna be like different curriculum, different things, different lesson that you have to give. You really have to give values. Is That's very important. Some they just want a conversation, but some they want something more practical. So it is depends on your niche, depends on your audience, but that's how I do a trial lesson those days. And for me, my conversion rate is maybe like let's say 80% plus. I will say the only time that I don't continue with a student because we don't match, because for me I teach communication and conversation, meaning I've got no diploma. I have no diploma. I have a TOEFL certificate, but I'm not an English teacher. I'm a French teacher, so I don't have a diploma, real diploma. So even if you don't have diploma, you can make money, you can succeed just teaching conversation. By the way, on the channel, I make many videos about that, how to teach grammar, how to teach kids, how to teach elderly people, how to teach conversation. Gold mine. Go watch them. So practice, like the video, as I say, also like practice without risk. If you master the try lesson, you will convert student and they will stay with you. Simple as that. So very important. Now you master the try lesson. What I do. So the try lesson went well or not. Sometimes you can be surprised. You say, oh yeah, that was fantastic. Thank you. It was amazing. And they disappear. Sometimes you have the feeling, oh, that student, I think I messed up and they're not really happy. And an hour after, they bought like 20 lesson package for some reason. You say, what? So it's kind of a bit weird, you cannot like, you have no control on it, but just try your best, no matter who they are, what they say, what they think. Um, for me, there is some students, sometimes they say they think that they're not according to my beliefs, to who I am. They say something that, oh my God, I could get into fight just to hear something like that. But that is not your job, right? So don't get offended. It's different culture, different people. For me, I always say to my student, you can say the most horrible things. Even you can tell me like, oh, I'm ugly, bad. You can say, well, I don't mind what what do you say? I just meant how do you say it? If you say it well, I'm okay. If you don't say it well, I will tell you how to. Even if it's really bad things, I will tell you how to say it well. That's it. That's what is important to me. That's my job, no matter what. Of course, I have students that I prefer than other. There is some student that the hour pass by in a second. Is so it's just a pleasure. Some is harder. They need more attention, but it's not a perfect world. You have to deal with that. It's part of your job. For me, I treat all my students as equal. There is no differences. That's my job. I try my best. I know some students they give me a headache, but it is what it is. I do what I have to do. It's simple as that. This is my job. I'm taking seriously. I'm a professional. I'm a one-person teacher, and you're going to be a one-person teacher if you follow that. And don't never give attitude. Don't be bad and say, "Oh, why you don't?" You have to understand people have life. They have problems. Sometimes they don't want to be here, but they have to for some reason, and you have to give your best. That's your job. So the trial lesson pass. If the student didn't buy anything or didn't, what I do, I send a message like about 24 hours later for the lesson. The lesson was at 3 p.m. Maybe the next day at 3, 4 p.m. I send a message. I say, I say, yeah, thank you for the trial lesson yesterday. I was very happy to meet you. It was a pleasure to meet you. You can say whatever. If you still want to work on you, and you say maybe on your communication, on your conversation, on your French, say something that happened. Is you have like personalize your message. Do something like special, not a copy paste message. And say I'll be happy to help. You can check. I have like maybe like 10 lesson package, 20 lesson package with a small discount if you want. And so that's what I do, 24 hours. If they don't answer, 3 days after, I send one last message. Or I try to not say something choking, but say it depends on the person. I say maybe remember like it depends if it's someone that learned for example there's the first language learning. Remember that learning French is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, but you should not like go like 3-4 days without learning French. It will really impact your progress, something like that, I'm here to help if you need me. Okay, you get the idea. So 24 hours. If they don't answer 24 hours later, then 3 days later. And after, if they don't answer, just forget it. Just move on. But most of the time, after the 24 hours, they go back to me. And so that's the last resort for the 3 days after. And yeah, you will convert way more if you do that for sure. I saw some of teachers they say, "Oh no, for me, I just ask them to give me a review." If you ask them for a review and you probably give a bad trial lesson, they were gonna give you a bad review. It's not a good. For me, I ask for review maybe like 2 or 3 months later. What I do is we have an amazing lesson, like good feeling. He was happy. We learned a lot of things. I said, oh, by the way, can you? I saw you didn't give me a review for a lesson. Can you just give me a review? So, oh, yeah, yeah, no problem, no problem. And now you will have a positive, good review. Uh, Simple as that. So that's what I do. So after you have your student, you master the try lesson. Your student is convert. He bought many lesson. He or she bought many lesson, 20, whatever. And now you have to build a curriculum. So you have to write down everything. For me, I have an Excel, like a Excel document with all my students, their email. I have like personal information, like name of the dog or things, their job, the things I know, just to make sure that I remember. And then I wrote like what they learned so far and what is the curriculum. And I always remind them. Sometimes when they feel down, they sometimes say, "Oh no, I don't think I'm learning," and I just remind them, like I just copy paste it, say, "See, like a month ago you weren't able to do that, and today you can." There was, oh yes, that's true, because it's easy to forget. And language learning can be so frustrating sometimes. You think you like you step 2 step forward, but that actually you have the feeling that you step backward, which is not true, but that's just a feeling. Because sometimes you feel down, you feel tired, you have a problem to speak up, to understand, and so share them up. So what I'm going to tell you right now, I say that in so many of my videos, but you can, it's just a review. I use the sheet sandwich technique, meaning I always say something good. When I want to say something not negative, but I want to say, for example, we were working on something and the student make a mistake. I say, oh, when you pronounce that, it was great. The pronunciation was great. But remember last week we work on that. So remember, I say, oh yeah, 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 sorry. Say, yeah, no problem. Just tell you, no problem. Say something positive, then followed by something like kind of negative, just a reminder. But oh, why you don't know that? Never ever do that. That's not your job. You have to be patient. You have to be to understand. Relax, relax. Everything's gonna be all right. So yeah, if you have an amazing profile, you master try lesson, you've got many students. Whew. What can I talk about now? So maybe about prices. What I recommend you, if you start maybe at $10 an hour, as I say, like for 3 months, you just do your boot camp like crazy. You try to have like a 100 lesson taught. You try to have many reviews, like a well established that you know what you're doing. Maybe you find out your niche. Your niche is what you're gonna teach, what is gonna be specific. For me, as I said, I teach French communication, French conversation. Okay, but it can be like a prep exam, French grammar, like a teach kids. You have to find your niche. My niche, as I said, this is mine. That's what I do best. That's what I like to do. There is no frustration. So when you choose your niche, you have to be the best in your niche. It can be anything. After there is some niche that make you make more money than other. I make a video on my YouTube channel. Please go watch it, like best niches to make money as an online teacher, something like that. Very, very important. And so yeah, now you kind of establish, you better, you know what you want to do. Because when you started, you probably do something general. Yeah, okay, I teach French, but no real niche. So I recommend you maybe to start with a French conversation. But I made many videos, so learn how to teach conversation. So you already have a niche, even if you never teach anything before. Okay, but now you spend 3 months, you establish, and you may say, okay, man, now I want to level up my game. I also made a video that speaks the 3 phases of an online teacher. So now the exciting phase is past. You know what you're doing. It's like it's become habits. You master try lesson, you have the same lesson over and over again, you master them, but you say, okay, now I want to improve, I want to do something better. And you may have a different niche, something that you say, okay, now I know I teach like few kids, I have some teenagers, I've got some adults, so I know I prefer adults. So you say, okay, now you specialize in adults. You say, okay, a conversation is a bit boring for me, I prefer like a teach maybe like a complete beginner. You say, okay, French complete beginner for adults. Yeah, you find what is right for you. And now what I recommend you, say, poop, start over. You do the description again, you do the hook again, you do the video again according to the new you that know how to to teach. I saw so many now they're on iTalki like for 5 years they have the same video that from 5 years ago. I'm sure they got better. I'm sure they got they just like okay they take them for granted because they already have students, but no, it's a motion, it's moving. You need to adapt, to change, and to get better. For example, for me, I didn't expect that at first. Like my first video, I just make a video about like general French. Then I realized that I have a lot of Chinese students and elderly people, so I try to make my video for them to attract them more. So I put some Chinese subtitle and I make my sense of humor, saying things that can attract like older people as well. And that's what you have to do. That's very important. So now, even if you're more advanced, go change your profile right now. Post the video, and if you establish, do that. It's very important. Change your line, change your description, change everything. And it's a new start. And then you say your student as well. Say, okay, you say it's a new start for me, so I maybe gonna increase my rate as well, and gonna start this. And you implement new things. That is so important. That's crucial. You have to do that. There is like many small things about iTalki that I can talk. Or you should like make your price. Well, what you should, there is one strategy that I did about packages. It's like my price for 1 hour was very high, but I give a big discount on packages. For example, you say my rate like was like $35 for one class, but if you buy like a 20 lesson packages, you have like 20% off. So at the end, you make like $20 per hour, which is great. If you got like 20 students, 20 per hour, it's 1,600 per month. So it's a lot of money. Plus, if you do things on the side and you have a great job, like iTalki give you a lot of freedom, which is great. All the freedom that you get from iTalki is just unbelievable. They take only 15%. They can give you a lot of students. But at some point, there is like a up and down. This is the online world. You have to understand that during the summer, during the holidays, it depends also where you live in the world. As I said, there is many video on my channel. Right? If you want to travel the world, if you have, for me, I live in Thailand. I have a lot of Chinese, so it's perfect. I'm on the same time, which is perfect. There is like a small things, but I cannot teach you that. That's something that you experience, that you will see by yourself. You will see some months are amazing, some months are less amazing. But if you want to flow a constant student, like I really recommend you to get my ebook, or I teach you like the business side. Uh, the most important here, hear me out, is to be a great teacher. You have a nice profile, you're a good teacher, you establish. That's the most important thing. But as I say, there is like three phases when you teach. At first, it's exciting, it's like the learning phase, you're learning everything. Then you want to improve. Phase number two, you just want to improve. Maybe like you find your niche, you make your new profile according to who you are now. And the third part, because after it's like always the same, you the same lesson over and over again, you say the same thing, which is great. It's okay because now you have this feeling that you do something good. When you know that you're good at something, it's an amazing feeling, which is very important. And at the third phase, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to make money, you want to make more things. And now that's where the the ebook is very important. I'll teach you how to make more money. As I say, you see, now I'm selling more services. You want me to cut your video, to do a thumbnail or anything for you? This is freelance. That's something I do on the side. I have my YouTube channel is something on the side. Selling like a digital product like my ebook is something on the side. But there is so many other things that you can do. You speak another language, you can do translation, you can do interpretation, you can sell ebook, you can create your content and sell it. There is like so many things that you can do. So I don't think I missed anything else. Let me think quickly. I didn't prepare, but I wanted to give a full guide of iTalki, of what I believe the best thing that you can do for yourself. Hmm. Always keep in touch with your student. But as I say, I will like release many video in the future. Well, again, I'm gonna give more details in general. Now I wanted to do something specific for iTalki, but the video I'm gonna make in the future, you can apply this to any platform, even your own website if you want to. So subscribe, that's very important. And I'll see you in the next video. If you have any question, please go down below, ask me. I will be happy to help. And I wish you to have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.